Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. I'm Alexa Datz. The best part about this show is that you, the fan, get to participate and ask questions to today's special guest, Rangers outfielder Shin-Soo Choo. He will join us in just a little bit. But first, let me remind you how you ask those questions. There are two ways to do it. You can click on the button to sign in or sign up to get some FaceTime with Shin-Soo, or you can hit us up on Twitter using the hashtag Chatting Cage, and we will get those questions over to our special guest. Let's go ahead and without further ado, welcome Shin-Soo Choo to the show today. And Shin-Soo, so good to speak with you. Thank you so much for joining us. How's everything going for you right now?
All good. Weather's just hot here, but today is a little bit better than last week, so today's much better. And then I play DH most games, so that's easy for me.
Okay, good. Well, we won't keep you too long. We'll make sure that you get some cool air before you have game time tonight. We're going to hop right on to Twitter and start with some questions for you. Mark Foster 3, speaking of the fact that you are a DH, during your 52-game on-base streak that you put together recently, what was going through your head?
Well, honestly, a little bit of stress. You know, a lot of people ask me about what you think about on-base streak, and then another Korea, you know, a lot of fans, you know, looking for one things in the day. First thing they're doing in the day, and then, oh, Chu got on base? What? You know, they're looking for phone, watch a video, read an article. So, you know, 52 games are a lot. You know, that's 2 months, you know, but I can't do it by myself. One thing I can't do by no chance I can do it by myself. You know, umpire called a ball to strike, you know, how's game going, situation, you know, my teammates did it, try to get an extra one at bat, more at bat, that's helped a lot, you know, so under the 52 game on base streak, actually like really, my mind's really calmed down a little bit, and then I told them, everybody said, thank you to my teammates.
Well, that's pretty incredible and a great accomplishment for you this season. I want to ask you, what's your next goal for you professionally, at least either this season or going forward?
You know, after 52 game on base streak, done on base streak, one of the media asked me about, sure, you have 63 games left in the season. I said, oh, yeah, thank you for telling me that. I'll try 63 games. Yeah. Yeah, that's not my goal, but my goal is every day, 2 times on base, no matter what and how get on base. But always think about hit by pitch, or walk. I want to get on base twice, no matter what.
I love it. That's an absolutely great goal, especially for a lot of the young fans watching here in the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. We have a fan right here who wants to ask you a question. Hey, what's your question for Shin-Soo?
Hi, my name is Willie. Shin-Soo, what road ballpark do you enjoy playing in most?
I like Arlington here, but the weather's too hot. You know, probably like 2020, you gotta do ballpark. Probably like one of my favorite ballpark soon. But I like Colorado. I like Baltimore. You know, that's a hitter's ballpark. You know, so I play good, always play good that ballpark all my career. So I really enjoy the play there.
Hey, speaking of other ballparks and other teams, especially former teammates for you, last year for Players Weekend, you and Joey Votto came up with Players Weekend nicknames to put on the back of your jerseys together. Phil R20 wants to know how close you and Joey Votto still are.
He's a very special guy. I played just 1 year with him, and then I have best number in the career, especially on base percentage. You know, best highest on base percentage in my career that year. So I learned from him a lot, and then how you approach in the batter's box, how you approach 2 strike, and then you know, how you is working on it in the cage. That's what I learned from him. Yeah, he told me that in a Player Weekend, Chu, why not nickname? You put nicknames of Toki. Toki is like, we call it rabbit. In the Korean, we call it Toki. So you put the number 1, I put number 2. Okay, sounds good, but you really want it? He really want to. Okay, let's do it. So that's where we started. But this year we are a little bit, we are different nickname. But you know, Joey Votto is awesome. You know, I very enjoy to watch his play.
Shin-Soo, that's exactly why we do the Edward Jones chatting cage, for stories like that to come out and for you to describe the personalities of a lot of players. As we head back to Twitter, Andrew Cruz wants to know, who's the funniest player that you have in your clubhouse right now?
Oh, no doubt, Elvis Andrews. Yeah, he did every day something a little bit different, doing it to me. He did a lot of weird things, funny things, and he, you know, no doubt he can talk. English is not main language, but he can speak English really good. And then I think I did it right. He did it wrong. So I started with talk conversation, and then we keep talking, and then now I did it wrong, and then he did it right. So that's that much. Elvis, he can talk.
Absolutely love that. We got another fan here who wants to ask you a question. Hey, what's your name and what's your question?
Hey guys, it's Colin from Texas. Shin-Soo, you've been around the league for about 15 years or so by now, and you're finally stationed in Texas here, the greatest state in the nation. I'm sure you know that nobody loves Texas more than Texans, and we pride ourselves on Texas barbecue. So what do you prefer, Korean barbecue that we've kind of Americanized, or our Texas barbecue?
Uh, that's tough questions because that's a totally different favorite, different sauce. I eat it Korean barbecue all my 18 years. Actually, like I live in the United States. That's my 18 years. So half my life living here. Um, sometimes I don't know, man. That's a really hard question. Not my teammates want a Korean barbecue too. So you know what? I'm leaving Texas. I like Texas steak better than Korean barbecue.
All right, you heard it here first. That's what Shin-Soo says. That's what he prefers. I love it. You're going to make some people mad, but that's okay because you were honest there. I absolutely love it. Hey, Shin-Soo, it's time for our EDJ question of the day. What was it like to be selected to your first All-Star game? Tell us about that experience.
Oh, that's unbelievable. So, long story, I'd say a little bit shorter. When I coming from Korea, 18 years old, as a high school, I never expect that, but that's kind of moment in my baseball career. I know major leagues, only one of the best players coming, United States. Only few people, less than 1%, is made a major league ball player. So I have only one goal: play in the big leagues, just one game, play with the best player in Major League Baseball ballpark. That's my goal. And then now I made it All-Star team. Play with, I know, just one game, only 48 hours, 2 days experience. But I never expect that, that's kind of opportunity I have. 18 years ago, I came in the United States. So that's a great time. I'll never forget about that moment. And then play one game, play every superstar, play my teammates, just one game. That'd be great.
Pretty incredible, from the goals that you have set in the past to the ones that you have achieved and all of the fans that you have made along the way. We got another one here in the Edward Jones chatting cage who is standing by to ask you a question. Hello.
Hi, I'm Addison. I was wondering, if you weren't a baseball player, what would you be?
Oh, that's tough questions too. Korea here, we are a little bit different than a little bit different culture. Here, United States. I have a kid. My kids multiple play sports. Korea culture, like you select the one sport, you keep playing only one sport. You don't have time to do other things. So I play baseball all my life. So I don't know. If I'm not playing baseball, I don't know what it. Maybe policeman. Yeah, maybe cops.
Okay, yeah, that's great. I mean, the fact that you'd be out there manning the streets and helping fight crime would be pretty impressive. I want to ask you another 12 question, your last one here before we let you go, Shin-Soo. This is from Rangers Fans 89. You were a pitcher before you signed with the Mariners. We all know that. Do you think that you could have been a two-way player like Shohei Ohtani?
Well, I was to think about it. I was in draft. I was 18 years old. I was in draft in the KBO, first rounded. So they talk about I did it both. Pitching, one day pitch, and then next 4 or 5 days position play. position player, and then one day is the last. That's what we talk about at KBO, but I like play here. You know, I thought I signed pitcher in here, but they asked me about position players, so that's a change. But I like push and play better because they play every day. You know, I can do a lot of things doing in the field. You know, run, hittings. You know, show the power. You know, catch a fly ball, throw an out runner, do a lot of things to do. So I like play every day push and play better.
Pretty incredible. The Rangers All-Star outfielder Shin-Soo Choo joining us here in the Edward Jones chatting cage. Go get some water and cool off there, Shin-Soo. Really appreciate you joining us. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Take care. And thank you to all the fans who chimed in not only on Twitter and Facebook, but also who joined us here on the Edward Jones chatting cage to get your questions in. We got chatting cages happening all season long, so hop on MLB.com/chatting cage to check out the schedule. We'll see you then. I'm Alexa Dat. Next time.